Cavan and Hocum, the welterweights. Josh Cavan is 2 years older. Hocum 1 inch taller, 1 inch more on the reach advantage. Both men evenly matched up, we feel, getting us started off.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the World Series of Fighting 29. We are live in beautiful Greeley, Colorado at a sold-out Bank of Colorado arena. We'd like to welcome our viewers that are watching live around the world on NBCSN. Our event is sanctioned by the Colorado State Boxing Commission. Our first fight tonight is brought to you by Jeunesse. Improve your health and wellness. We're scheduled for 3 rounds in the World Series of Fighting welterweight division. And now, introducing on my right, fighting out of the blue corner of the Decagon. His record, 7 victories, 5 defeats, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing 169.5 pounds, fighting out of Fort Collins, Colorado, introducing Kris Captain Awesome Hocum. And now, across the Decagon, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, his impressive record, 11 victories, 6 defeats, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing 170.5 pounds, fighting out of Inglewood, Colorado, by way of Highlands Ranch, Colorado, presenting Josh Superman Cavan. Your referee for this fight is Tim Mills.
Here we go, scheduled for 3 rounds. Cavan with a big following from the Denver area, Hocum with a big following from the Fort Collins area. We are located about 50 miles north of Denver and Colorado throughout this evening. I would say everybody in here for sure is a Broncos fan. Outside of that, it could be split as we get underway here. And in the red, it is Hocum.
And this is what you call meeting in the middle. A little bit of a feeling out process here. I think the rambunctious crowd might have gotten these guys adrenaline up, and now, oh, right there.
Cavan going in, yeah, nice shot early on by Josh Cavan. Hocum back at him. Hocum in the red, a Colorado State High School wrestling champion, went on to wrestle at the Air Force Academy. And going in is Cavan, pushing the action against the fence early. Cavan has won 11, and he's off to a good start. He feels so much so that he gave up a full-time job. He was a financial expert, a desk job, as he said, and now he's putting all of his emphasis on fighting, the man in the green trunks is at the moment.
Well, the market hasn't been all that good lately anyway. I think he made the right move. These guys feeling each other out. They got in the clinch situation, quickly broke out of that, decided to trade punches here. Hocum throws a knee. Fortunately, it misses for Cavan's sake.
Cavan goes in, pulls up on that punch.
But why did he pull that up? I think it was within range. All of a sudden, he changed his mind. It wouldn't have been much more effort to just extend it and see what happened. There he comes with a kick.
Tries again and misses with that overhand right, so he'll push the action back along the fence again, Josh Cavan does.
It looks like Cavan's going to have this defended here, but that was an excellent transition. Head kick dropped right down into a shot. World champion Dominic Cruz loves that same setup as an entrance. And again, the grappling has really been nullified. I know we're early on here, but nobody's been very close. I think these two might want to just get used to this range. I think they're going to be in it for a while.
Kind of interesting, too, Chow. They come in here between them. They have 11 submission victories. But it's been a stand-up fight so far. High kick by Hocum, deflected by Cavan. Cavan comes back with a nice kick of his own outside. And I'll match that, says Hocum.
Hocum with a 1-2. They both landed. Neither allowing the other one to score without answering back. That's a tremendous key in the fight game. No free shots. Somebody attacks you, you must answer back.
Well, coming in, most of the pundits felt this was an evenly matched fight.
Hocum going back and forth from orthodox to southpaw. Every time he goes southpaw, it looks like he's using that for his kicks. He's switching his stance before the kicks. Goes back to orthodox for his boxing technique.
And goes in with the knee, there's Hocum. And Cavan trying to push against the fence and get it back to the ground, and it will not go there yet, as Hocum's right back.
Great defense right there by Cavan. You saw how he kept pressure on the head. As soon as he pressured the head down, he was able to stop the attack there.
We'll go to the cage.
It's like Cavan's dropping back down.
We'll go to the cage.
But Hocum's defending. Hocum's
step
pushing
back.
off.
Yeah,
Now,
we go
what
to
did
the cage,
the referee
right?
not
Say
like?
let
I
go.
think he
Fight.
said he was grabbing the cage. I didn't see it myself, and there was no warning, but he did break the action. Boom, there's a big kick from Hocum.
Hocum firing that off. You could hear it echo through this arena. And right back with a kick is Cavan, just like you said, counter and counter.
Always answer back.
Oh, and another sizzling kick from Hocum.
This is a hard one to judge. Hocum scores to the body there with a jab.
Cavan shoots in, pushes the action back to the fence again.
Can I tell you what? These are good shots by Cavan. He's doing everything right. He's getting in good position, but Holcom's defense is just a little bit better. He takes his hip backs, he puts pressure on the head, and he quickly gains elevation. Here we are on the fence. A lot of effort used by Cavan. I, as a wrestler, can tell you these are good shots he's making, even though they're being deflected.
Final seconds of round one. It's scheduled for 3. Cavan still trying to push the pace. Now Hocum gets it back out to the center. Can he fire off another kick in these final 8 seconds? There he does. Interesting, entertaining way to get us started here at WSOF 29. This is Hocum right here in the red, right? I mean, in the red trunks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, red trunks, but he's actually
Hocum.
blue, correct.
Yeah, that was... We go to round 2, scheduled for 3 to start us off. WSOF 29 live from Greeley, Colorado, and it's Hocum in the red, Cavan in the green. Let's check in with Joey Varner now with a report.
All right, Chad. Well, from the corner of Hocum, his coaches love what they're seeing. They said they want higher output. They said they feel that Cavan is flinching a little bit. So start using your feints, touch him softly. When you see him react, let go with that big bomb, and that's definitely going to put him to sleep.
And Hocum again with the kick. He had several good ones. And again, the overhand right by Cavan, that it's almost like he pulls it.
He pulled it. He pulled it. I'm telling you, by my eyes, I think he is within range. Earlier, he was using a big head kick and then dropping down to that shot. I mentioned that's similar to what Dominic Cruz does. I think he could do the same thing with his punches. And here, Hocum's getting on the attack. But again, Cavan digs the underhooks, pushes him into the fence.
Staying with those underhooks right now. He felt a nice punch there from Hocum. Hocum has delivered the better strikes. And like you said in the first round, Cavan's doing things right. He's just not able to get the takedown.
He's just not there. Right now, he's got the body. He's got it pushed up against the fence. The one thing he needs to do, he's got 2 choices. He can either pull him off the fence to look to finish, or he needs to start getting busy with his own attacks. He's tied up his own hands. His hands are busy right now, keeping the body secure. That leaves his knees and his feet for stomps, attacks to the thighs, but he's going to have to get busy here. Hocum is the one scoring in the eyes of the judges.
And Cavan using a lot of energy. The man in the green trunks, a lot of energy here in this second round. Now they get back out toward the middle. Both these guys have more wins by submission than by knockout, but it has been a stand-up fight most of the way. Nice kick again by Hocum.
Excellent leg kick. I'm surprised Hocum found the range. He was busy getting out of a 1-2 combo, and here Cavan comes back in, but I'm telling you, this is deja vu. We've already seen this. We've already seen these attempts. Unless Cavan can change something, he's not going to start succeeding on these same attacks that have already failed. Right here, he is losing time. His hands are busy because he's looking for tie-ups here, and it's leaving his face wide open, and Hocum is scoring.
And Hocum has scored on that face. You can see the blood across the nose. That was a nice straight. Just a nice straight left there by Hocum that got in. You see the blood along the face now of Cavan.
I think we're going to see Hocum's attacks on his feet, his strikes really start to open up as his confidence has been elevated that he can, in fact, stop the grappling rush put on him by Cavan.
And Hocum, not known for his knockouts, is looking like a striking machine here in this fight.
He's throwing an excellent outside leg kick. Cavan coming back with the counter strikes with his fist just like he should, but Hocum somehow able to stay out of the way. Now again, this is the same attempt we've already seen fail multiple times. Hocum is defending it a little bit differently. I think that he should stick with his side whizzer, keep his chest over the head. He's looking for something a little bit different here, and I'm not sure why.
And Cavan actually has both men now on the ground. He has worked hard in the first round. Here in the second round, he finally gets that takedown, gets the back of Hocum briefly.
Yeah, this is what Cavan's been looking for all fight long, but Hocum once again defends it, and here we are back in, really in Hocum's world. For the
Hocum spinning out of there. His stand-up game has been dominant in this fight. Cavan yet to land meaningful punches. Hocum, as you can see on the face of Cavan, has landed several.
Hocum's been very accurate. He's good at slipping shots, and he's good at landing.
And there is Cavan finally getting him down. A lot of effort it has taken to get to this point.
Tremendous effort, and the first thing that Hocum needs to do, rather Cavan, is he needs to climb the body. If he stays below the legs, he's going to lose this now. He's up above the body, but it's too late. He's got to drag Hocum back down now. It's just too much energy. That's the risky game that Cavan's playing here. He's exerting a lot of energy to get him down. Now here's a Kimura. Here's a Kimura attack by Hocum. He went for it in the last exchange. Okay, he breaks away. And Cavan smartly breaks off the fence instead of wasting time there.
And he pushes the action back again to the fence. And now it is Hocum that briefly had it to the ground as round two comes to an end.
Break clean, break clean, break clean.
Not the easiest to judge.
Little water coming. Okay, breathe. All right, listen. When you're striking, okay, don't get stuck on 12. When you commit, find an angle, and then reposition for another offensive strike. Listen to Chase and Randy real quick.
Wrestling's beautiful. 4 games, 430 box, elbows, push his face
Drink.
away, trying to get you in the clinch. Uppercut.
Sit into that right hand. Push off that right leg for that right hand.
Drink.
Go, boys. Seconds out.
Okay, listen to me.
Seconds out.
Every time he hits that clinch,
Here we go.
anytime he hits that clinch, you go hips in.
And here's what happened in that last round. Hocum in the red with that knee to the face of Cavan, opening a cut on the nose, Chael.
I tell you, that last round for me was really hard to judge. I lean towards Hocum, but a very strong case could be made for Cavan. There's a beautiful shot. Wow, that was a lot of energy from Hocum.
Hocum going right after it here.
Wow, judging by the last 10 minutes, Kenny, I didn't know that was within the wheelhouse of Hocum. He surprised everybody.
Hocum has a 5-to-1 ratio, winning his fights, submissions versus knockouts, but he has been the stand-up fighter and has delivered some good strikes, especially kicks, the man in the red trunks has in this fight.
I love that cross just thrown by Cavan right into a takedown attempt. Hocum's defense, he's just simply a step ahead with the defense. But I gotta say, Cavan's offense technically is spot on. Even though it's not working, trust me, this is very well executed. He just got opponents a little bit ahead. There's again with that lead jab by Hocum that keeps finding a home right on Cavan's forehead. Followed up with a rear leg kick. Cavan fires back. Cavan is taking ground. Cavan is the one backing Hocum up all fight. For some judges, Kenny, that really matters. It really matters. This is not a really clear fight in terms of what the judges are looking for. There is an argument to be made for both sides. And here, Cavan back in, and Cavan drags him down this time.
And that could be it, that Cavan has tried for the takedowns, has hit about on a 20% clip, but he has been trying for the takedowns, has this on the ground. And conversely, it has been Hocum, clearly the leader in the strikes.
Yeah, now Kenny, as a rule of grappling, whoever has their head highest is winning. So in this position, even though Cavan has drug him to the mat, he can't do anything until he gains elevation with his head. As long as Hocum, now is where the clock starts and starts ticking in Cavan's favor.
And just under 3 minutes to go, Cavan has the back of Hocum.
Well, for the last 12 minutes of the night, this is the position Cavan has been looking for. He's finally found it. Now the question is, what can he do with it?
He has worked so hard. How much energy does he have left? The man who quit his day job to devote full time now to being a professional fighter, turned pro in 2011, trying here for a big victory in his WSOF debut.
Cavan's starting to look for a rear naked choke. That won't work unless he can anchor himself down by throwing his legs in. Right now, Hocum can defend one of two things. He can defend the hands or the legs, because Cavan must have both to be successful. Cavan looking for a couple of strikes here.
Cavan trying to open it up with those strikes from the right hand.
I think that Cavan believes he is behind on the scorecards and needs a finish. He's much more likely to get a finish with a submission than he is with some ground and pound from this position. He's not going to be able to get off the big shots he needs. And Hocum, like he's done so many times before in this fight, finds a way back to his feet and starts leading with a jab.
Right back at it and right back throwing. Right there by Cavan, just a little short on Hocum. A minute and a half to go. Cavan back against the fence. Can he get one more takedown? Get one shot at another submission attempt.
Come on, wrestle.
I like this arm lock that Hocum's doing. It's like a Kimura, except he's not locking his own hands together. It's a little different. It's not close to a submission, but it's certainly making Cavan react. It's creating a problem for him. Cavan goes back to the back. Now again, if he wants the head, if he wants the submission, he's got to anchor his body down by throwing the legs in.
And there's where that knee comes in, those right knees again. But again, you can see Hocum fighting off that left hand of Cavan.
And that's the problem. That's why you can't attack the neck without anchoring your body in. You have to have both. Even right now, he's too high. If Hocum continues to get his hips in the air, puts his head on the mat, starts to elevate up, he's going to shake Cavan right over the top. Now Cavan is anchored in. Now he can attack the head. Now it's a real problem. Now, of course, there's only 20 seconds left, but he's finally found the position that he's been looking for all night long.
It has been in the first round to no avail. The second round, some success. Here in the third round, his best shot, but time is going to run out. 8 seconds to go in this fight. It's going to the judges. Cavan trying to land a few punches, maybe for show at the end. It's going to be interesting to see how they score this one. We'll be back with the judges' decision. Hocum and Cavan starting us off, going the distance. We'll be back with more from WSOF 29 and the result of our first fight of the night when we come back on NBC SN. Well, how did you score it at home this first start of WSOF? 29, Cavan, Hocum. Chael has Hocum by a point. So does Allen by 3 and Neal by a point. It is a close one. What did the judges think? It's in their hands. They have delivered the verdict. Here to read it, let's go to Jazz.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of professional fighting, we go to your judges' scorecards. We do have a split decision. Judge Joe Garcia scores at 29-28 for Cavan. Judge Hale Hilsebeck scores at 29-28 for Hocum. And Judge Mark Van Tine scores at 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Kris Captain Awesome Hocum.